From Flushing, Queens, from the home of the Mets, Citi Field. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Atlanta. Number 1 stands in.
Batting third, first baseman, number 1.
Hit pretty well out toward right center field. Cespedes going back, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double. Yasmani Grandal will make his way in now as you get a look at his splits there on your screen. Big swing, and this one's launched to right field and deep. And they're going to call this a home run. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. This one's flared out toward left. Conforto moving to his left, and he makes the catch for the second out. And even with 2 away now, that ball just didn't get out there deep enough, so they'll hold him at third base. And now here's the starting 9 for the visiting Atlanta Braves. Who's the one to watch, EK?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. He's still hitting over 400. An incredible.
Standing in now with runners in scoring position, Alfred Broussard. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
Throw to first is going to be in time, and the Braves rally comes up short. Left for Atlanta. Number 1 steps into the box.
Number 1.
Swing here on the fastball, and this will get fouled off to the right side. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. One there. On to Freeman. A double play.
The catcher, number 9.
Michael Conforto digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3. Grounded up the first baseline. A dive. He's got it. It's in time.
Oh, what a play.
The center fielder, number 52, Yoenis.
Number 1 digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
Here's the first pitch to him. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that is going to be a base hit that chases home our first run as the Braves take a 1-0 lead.
And you can see the pitching coach heading for the mound, and this is nothing more than just trying to reassure your guy and give him a chance to compose himself. And he's been great so far, so there's no reason to think that he can't work out of this.
Yasmani Grandal will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting a line drive right back up the middle.
Hit hard back up the middle. A spin and a throw. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Braves will settle for just the 1. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Braves lead it 1-0. Striding into the box, Neil Walker, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
You know, he's just flat out a better hitter from the left side. He's a switch hitter, but it's no secret. This is his favorite side to hit from.
A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. Long throw to the plate, and they're not going to get him as he's in there to score. Number 1 will step in now. Couple of doubles in 3 trips for him.
Well, Matt, maybe he's looking for the baseball version of the triple-double.
A little bouncer. That rolls foul for strike 1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Drilled to the right side. Walker's got it. On to first, and a big out to start the 7th. 1 gone.
The catcher, number 9.
Into the box, Travis d'Arnaud. He drew a walk his first time up. To first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Mets go down 1-2-3. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Number 1 will stand in. 2 for 4 with a pair of doubles thus far.
Yeah, Matt, he's been stroking it here. Definitely a solid contributor for his team in this one.
Into the seats, 0-1. Ready with the 0-1. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Oh, and you can tell by these first couple swings, he's not just looking to poke one through the right side of the infield. He's looking to put something into orbit.
Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that's through into right field for a base hit. Now third base coach Juan Samuel's going to wave him in. The run scores from second. It's 5-2.
Maybe an important run right there, and you got to figure every run's important in a low-scoring ball game. But that now pushes the lead to 5-2, so you got to think that they're liking their chances.
Yasmani Grandal stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Throw over to the bag.
He's good.
And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. He's set. Here's the 3-0. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. He seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there. Mistake in location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run. So a 3-run blast to deep center here. Number 22 on the year, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
Well, there's one thing for certain. He's picking the right time to start getting hot right here. With the postseason right around the corner, they're going to be relying on his offense quite a bit. And hopefully, this is a preview of what everybody's going to see in October.
Sent on the ground out to second. Scooped up. There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More in a moment on the show, the Friday Night Showcase. A beautiful look there outside the home of the Mets here in Flushing as we welcome you back for the 9th. Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Well, he wound up being a pretty tough out. You see the 3 hits, 2 of them were doubles, and he was a real headache every time he stepped to the plate.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Braves are winners here, 8-3. Good night from Flushing.
The final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious Atlanta Braves. 8 runs on 14 hits. No errors. They left 14 men on base.
Afternoon baseball now from the home of the Mets, Citi Field in New York. Today, it's the second of this 3-game series between the Atlanta Braves and the New York Mets. Should see some great battles out of these two next on the show. And now a moment to show you the lineup for Atlanta in this one. Who are you focused on, EK?
Well, guys, everybody should be looking out for that guy in the number 3 spot. He's been on an absolute tear lately, hitting over 500 in his last 10 ball games. The baseball must look like a beach ball to him right now at the plate.
Noah Syndergaard is on the mound for game 2. Number 1 will stand in. He too had 3 hits in the win last night. Into the windup and the pitch. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Darno has a play, and that retires the side. Down in order go the Braves. It's the Braves nothing. Mets coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Digging in, David Wright. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Nobody out, runner on first. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. On to first, and how about that double play? Wow. And with a quick breather here, let's check out the top of the scorecard and see how the Braves align themselves defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, they've committed more errors than any team in the majors.
Number 1 will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Hit sharply toward the right side. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
And these guys know that if you're going to get to a pitcher like this, you got to get to him early. Well, once he settles in, he can be really tough. But they've got 2 on against him now.
Into the box now, Yasmani Grandal. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Decent numbers, but nothing amazing from the left side of the plate so far this season.
Comes set with the 0-1. And he swings here and sends one in the air deep down the right field line. Worth is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out. And he'll take those extra 90 feet, so put runners at the corners now with 2 gone in the inning.
A little bit of a risk there with 2 away. You don't want to run yourself into a double play to end the inning, but he's able to make it up there. And that...
Juan Lagares stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
And he gets ahead with the curveball. Strike 1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Very tempting up there, but that's also a pitch that a lot of guys will pop up. So that's a nice job of laying off.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Smoke toward the hole. Throw to first is going to be in time, and the Braves rally comes up short as that's out number 3. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. More of the show, Saturday Baseball, after this. Travis d'Arnaud is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he's retired here, 1 away.
The left fielder, number 3.
Number 1 will step in. He's singled in 2 trips thus far.
Number 1.
First delivery to him on the way. Hit hard to the right side.
Nope, that's
Foul. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Line to the right side. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. More from the show Saturday. Noah Syndergaard. The golden chance here to help himself out with a runner at third.
And he knows this is a definite strikeout situation. So the big key here is, at the very least, find a pitch you can put in play.
Hit to first. And he'll take this to the bag of 3 unassisted for the first out.
You know, I think they're pretty lucky at third right here that the contact play wasn't on. This is a sharply hit ground ball, and he would have been toast at home if he tried to score.
Number 1 will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
Launch to right field and deep. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. A huge home run for him as he now stands alone in the all-time record books. And it's now a 5-2 game.
Well, there's one thing for certain. He's picking the right time to start getting...
And quite a lot of offense in this one, but if we had to highlight one guy that made the difference, there he is. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs. Really put his guys on his back and carried them to the victory.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com.
1 error, they left.
From the borough of Queens in Flushing, New York, welcome to beautiful Citi Field. Today, the 3rd and final game in this 3-game series between the Atlanta Braves and the New York Mets. Number 1 will stand in, and he was the entirety of their offense yesterday afternoon as he drove in both of their 2 runs.
Well, you know, he's been averaging at least an RBI per game over his last 10, so yesterday's performance shouldn't have come as any big surprise to anybody.
Oh and 1, here it comes. Taken high and deep to right. Worth looking up. Gone! A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. So he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate. And it's given Atlanta. Wilmer Flores will dig in now. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest.
Well, Matty just continues this string of his last 10 games where he's hitting over 300. He has those really, really nice games mixed in there.
And he'll squeeze this one for the second out. And with that, let's check out the top of the scorecard and see. Number 1 steps in now.
First baseman, number 1.
Squared that one up just a little late. And he falls behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. Travis d'Arnaud is at the plate now, flied out in his first at-bat. And here's a ball hit in the air. Number 1 in foul ground. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So they get 3 runs on 2 base hits, with one of them being the big home run. 3 innings complete. Atlanta leads it 5-4. Number 1 will step in now. 2 for 2 with 2 home runs thus far.
Well, he's got that power stroke working, Matty, so why not get a little greedy and look for another one to drive?
Line towards center field. Cespedes is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Number 1 will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his second home run of the game, as he was off to a fast start indeed. Wilmer Flores gets things started here in the 6th for the hometown team.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
And reined in, one away.
Third baseman, number 6, David.
Number 1 will stride in again as he looks to join a very elite list. We take you back to earlier. This was home run number 3 in the ball game, as he'll try and join just a select few with 4 home runs in a single game. And a good effort as he's able to stick with it and get the 3rd out of the inning. We'll see Freddie Freeman start things off when we return. Not too many more. A handful of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys. But what do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the hardware? He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, this game wasn't exactly a pitcher's duel, but take a look at all the RBIs.
So it would appear we'll have a pinch hitter coming on now with a runner at first and one gone. Now some movement out in the Phillies bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen. Hit hard to the right side.
That ball's foul.
Foul. Possible go-ahead runs on first, one away. Now here's a line drive, and this is going to get down for extra bases. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double. And he drops a change in on him there, and that'll run it full 3-2.
Your job right here on the mound, gotta think strikeout number one, ground ball number two. You can't leave anything up that can easily be a sac fly.
Chacin has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And he is out at the plate, trying to take the lead, but this game's going to remain deadlocked as the inning is over. Williams Perez. Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was tight throughout, but in the end, he really helped lead his guys to this victory.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Braves are winners here.
Atlanta Braves, 5 runs.
With the skyline in front of us, a look at Citizens Bank Park here in Philadelphia. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Atlanta Braves and the Philadelphia Phillies. It's Phillies baseball next on the show. Number 1 will come forward now, back in the lineup after being used as a pinch hitter last night. First pitch coming, here it is. Shot towards second. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
You make a mistake up to this guy, he's going to make you pay. This pitch is belt high, and he just jumps all over it and drives it into the alley to put runners on second and third now.
Alfred Broussard steps up to the plate with a great chance to drive in a run here in the early going.
And you know, you hear it all the time, but scoring first really is a big deal in this game. Statistically, your chance of winning the game goes up quite a bit when you score first, so this is a big opportunity right now.
And now here's the starting 9 for the visiting Atlanta Braves. Freddie Galvis will stand in, and as you can see the numbers away from home, he's been much better once he gets out on the road. Now a swing as he pulls this one down the line in right. Chacin has it in his sights, and that's the third out. So a good job of pitching there as they wind up stranding 2 men in scoring position in the opening half inning. Now it'll be the Phillies' turn, no score. Darnell Sweeney will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively.
Come on, you look at the numbers on this guy and you have to wonder, why does he continue to be in the lineup? He's got 1 hit in his last 10 games. Come on.
But good hands over there at first, and that becomes out number 2. A moment now to check out the hometown Phils starting lineup. Who stands out to you, EK?
You know, I'm looking forward to seeing what that guy in the 5 spot can do. He's still hitting over 400, an incredible feat at this point in the season. Hopefully.
Number 1 stands in.
Number 1.
First offering on its way. Takes this the other way to right. Chassin is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. One left for Atlanta. Still down 3-0. Number 1 will dig in. 1 for 2 with a double in this one. Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. So he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate. And they're on the board. It's 6-1.
Well, with the hole they've dug themselves here early, it's definitely a long road back, but
hit toward the right side, and that's going to be a base hit. So a great job off the bench as he's aboard to kick off their half of the inning.
Up next for Philadelphia.
And this is just a great job of protecting. You can see this pitch is down. It's away. It's a borderline strike if it's in the strike zone at all, yet he just reaches out and slaps it into right field.
Number 1 will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. Hit hard toward first. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
They've let these guys keep hanging around and hanging around, not able to put them away. And I tell you, this game, it's far from over. They're not going to go.
Alfred Broussard will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
And that misses for ball 4. And it's first and second now with nobody out.
Yep, a single and then a walk to start the inning. This is exactly how big innings get started. So they're set up now to maybe put up a crooked number here.
Striding into the box, Freddie Galvis, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
He has really struggled against right-handed pitching so far this year. His average against righties is pretty ugly so far.
Hit out toward second, right to him. Amarista on to first, and they turn the double play.
I think this one falls into the category of tailor-made. Here you go. 1, 2 hops to second, the feed to the bag, and a 4-6-3 double play. That's as easy as it comes.
Alex Avila stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Braves strand 1. They still trail here. It's 6-2. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he really pitched well. He ran into a few problems here and there along the way, but aside from that, he was definitely a difference maker out there.
So that's a wrap here tonight. Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, you've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Facebook at MLB The Show. The Phillies win this one 6-3. Good night from Philly.
2 men on base. For Atlanta, 3 runs on 7 hits. 1 error. They left 9 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 16 minutes. A reminder that extra post-game SEPTA trains on the Orange Broad Street line are available at the Patterson Avenue station, and extra C buses are available directly outside the stadium.
From the city of brotherly love, MLB The Show has baseball from Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Today, the third and final game in this 3-game series between the Atlanta Braves and the Philadelphia Phillies. Phillies baseball starts right now. And now a moment to show you the lineup for Atlanta in this one. Who are you focused on, EK? Number 1 gets his first shot now, and he's working on a modest 5-game hitting streak.
Number 1.
Hot shot towards the hole. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, that base hit is going to get his hit streak to 6 games now, so he's swinging it.
Yasmani Grandal will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Hit hard up the middle. Scooped up to second for 1. On to first, and the throw goes right by him.
Yeah, and right here, he knew that at second base he was going to have to hurry this throw back to first if he had any chance to double him up. And you see his throw get away from him, but since there's no advancement, it's going to be a straight fielder's choice, no error on the play.
Jack Duarte is at the plate now, flied out in his first at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Ripped on the ground to first. And a sliding attempt at first, but this sneaks by him, a base hit.
Yeah, that's definitely a hit all the way, but let's check out the attempt here at first base. I think maybe if he stretches out, he could have knocked this ball down, but instead you see that ball get on him just a little too quickly there as he gives it the...
Number 1 steps in now.
For Atlanta, first baseman, number 1.
Hit in the air to right center field. This ball is carrying well. Back it goes, and it is out of here. Solo shot to right center. A huge home run for him as he now stands alone in the all-time record books. And the Bravos are on the board. It's now a 3-1 ball game.
You just can't throw that pitch right there.
Number 1 will step in now. 2 for 2, including a home run thus far.
Yeah, having a pretty good one so far. We'll see if they pitch him any differently right here in this at-bat.
Belted high and deep into right center. Altair looking up, Gone! It's a grand slam. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one, his second of the game, as they open it up to 8-3.
Well, he painted himself into an almost...
Number 1 will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take it back to inning number 4. And this was his second home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. And that is into right field, a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Well, that is just picture perfect right there. You know as a hitter that you're going to want to make sure you hit it to the right side to get that runner to third base. But if you do it well enough, you get yourself a base hit to go along with it. Check it out. He lets this pitch get almost past him, but then he manages to still get...
Settling in now, Yasmani Grandal. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Right side, hit hard. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third.
Nice job right there hitting with the runner in scoring position. He just gets out in front and yanks his ball.
Alfred Broussard gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. His second home run of the game as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Yeah, make it 4 home runs as a team now after that last one, and this guy's led the way with 2 of those 4. I tell you, I wouldn't give this guy anything to hit next time around.
Number 1 steps into the box. Swing and a liner, but foul. 1 out and a runner on second base. And he falls behind 0-2. Now the 0-2 pitch. Squared that one up just a little late. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. And the run is in to score from second. And he will pull into second with an RBI double.
And this offensive explosion continues. They're now up to 14 runs in the game. EK, you can't even count that high. And I think defensively, you got to be saying right now, what do we got to do to get these guys out?
Digging in now, Yasmani Grandal. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Lunchbaugh is there on to first, and there were 2 down.
The right fielder, number
Alfred Broussard stands in again here with 2 home runs already to his name in this one. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Hit to short. Duarte is up with it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Braves will settle for just the 1. Bottom of the 7th now. Get up and stretch here in field. Carlo Nieto steps in, working on a 1 for 2 game so far. The 2-2 pitch. Grounded up the first baseline. And it's a productive first out as that runner's able to advance 90 feet up to third here.
The batter, the shortstop.
Carlo Nieto gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. A runner on first with 2 away. Squares with 2 outs and gets it down. And the throw is too late. He's on with a beautifully placed bunt single. Number 1 stands in.
Leading off for Atlanta, first baseman, number 1.
Ripped down the first base line. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Hard hit ball to second. Launchbaugh fields it cleanly. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
The catcher, number 9.
And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Well, he winds up with 3/4 of the cycle. Couldn't quite squeeze in the triple, but that's all right. He definitely did enough to earn himself the hardware.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB.